All right, Tony Lane here with RSNSports.com, here with Scott High Skyhawk head coach Nick Cabell, your first year under the helm. Got a young team this year. Tell us a little bit about the Skyhawks.
We've faced some adversity this year, I guess you could say, and our boys keep responding. The young guys, especially our point guard, Cody Brown, he has done an excellent job. And I was talking to a few people up in the stands earlier today, and they was asking about us, and they said, "Now you get Cody back next year, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, we get him back next 2 years." And they keep thinking he's a junior because he's playing so well. And we got Matt Stead back, of course. He's just a junior this year, and he plays like a senior. So if they keep playing up the level from where they're actually at, I think we'll be okay.
So, a lot of people that don't know about the Skyhawks, you have, if I'm not mistaken, one senior, John Rankin, and only one junior, and the rest of the way is freshman and sophomore. So what kind of a challenge is that giving you throughout the year?
Well, they just came in not knowing a whole lot. Plus, you throw the game speed at them from middle school or from JV last year. Our first couple games of the year, the kids that are starting now, or our 6th and 7th man now, didn't play at all at the beginning of the year. So now we've tapped that bench, you know what I mean? We've had to tap it throughout the season and get new kids to come in and play because we've faced injuries and problems on the team. But, they're responding okay. I just think that once they get more and more experience, it's only going to be a good thing.
Okay. Well, you said young team, and a lot of the guys that you said are playing now that weren't still playing at the beginning of the year. How do you feel your team has progressed throughout the year with it now being about a month away from sectional time?
They're growing up quick. I mean, I'd like to say that they're where I want them to be, but they're not, or we'd be winning ball games. You know what I mean? So there's such a room for improvement, but the room that they've already improved on has showed because we haven't been out of a game yet. We played Bluefield down there this past Friday, and at halftime we were down 3 and led the whole first half. But that third quarter got us. They put pressure on us, caused a few turnovers, got a couple easy buckets, and next thing you know, their lead was 10, and it was 12, until it ended up getting 20-some. But if we was looking at our box scores, and if we just played 3 quarters a night, we'd be fine. But the games are 4 quarters, which of course. But I think with experience, we'll start putting a full game together. But right now, it's so hard because they don't know how important every possession is yet. And we've tried to preach it and preach it and preach it, but they just take plays off and throw the ball around when they shouldn't. And when we clean that stuff up, I think we'll be all right.
What's the greatest asset you can give to your team? Like one word to characterize your team there, or one thing, not one word, one thing you could say about your team that when people watch your team, be like, boy, they are that right there.
When you said word, I was going to use perseverance because they haven't quit throughout the whole year. I mean, they really have, and they bring it to practice every day. The one thing that I think that they have is hard work. They work hard. They've had so much against them. It's like their back's been against the wall all year with trying to just get over that hump. And once we get in a groove with things, we lose somebody to an injury or something. So I think they work hard and they've got great perseverance.
Well, you're also getting some much valued experience here on the Charleston Civic Center floor. How does that help you guys prepare for sectional time, playing in such a big atmosphere like the Civic Center?
Oh, I think it does great. It does great for our kids because if you think back, you guys were covering some time. Matt Dolan played here, and then last year he came back and played, and he's got that experience. So, and he played pretty good in the state tournament last year. But anytime you can get time on a big floor like this with a big arena, it's great for them, especially at a young age, because then when they come back, all the bugs are gone, the jitters are gone.
Right.
I just hope the bugs and jitters don't show up the first time they're here, which is tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, we're going to wish you the best of luck here and let you get back to the pregame ceremonies here, getting your team amped up, and we know they're going to play hard. That's the Skyhawk tradition there. But again, Coach Cabell, Tony Lane with RSNSports.com, and we'll get to you guys here later on in the season.
All right. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Step back here, you're a little taller than me.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, Tony Lane again here with RSN Sports with Cabell Midland head coach here. We're here at the Shootout in the Big House. You got an unfamiliar foe in AA Scott Skyhawks, but as you know, a tough, ambitious bunch. What does it mean for Cabell Midland to get a game here at the Charleston Civic Center about a month before sectional start?
Man, it's a great opportunity. Our kids are excited to play here. First chance maybe for anybody to play here in the squad. Played here a couple of years ago. I don't think anybody else returns from that team. And just any time we get to play here, it's just a special night.
Well, in a nutshell, describe to us about the Cabell Midland Knights this year.
Well, one word here, it's youth. We're probably the youngest team in AAA as far as starters go, although I think Scott might be the only team in the state younger than we are. So it should be a lot of youth. But, they play hard, just like I know how Scott does. But we can expect some silly mistakes and things like that because of their youth. But they give it their all.
Well, when you guys run your offense and defense, well, your offense-wise, you guys like a fast-paced run and gun? You guys more of setting up the offense, get a nice look at the basket, transition offense?
We're a nice happy medium. We'll take transition when we get it because we know that we like easier scores instead of set defenses. But we try to get the ball inside. We got a couple good players inside, and that's our main goal is to score from the paint.
I keep them guessing. I like that. That's the hardest to coach against, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, defensively, what kind of pressure? You guys, you feel more comfortable in the man, more in the zone, or again, a happy medium?
I think it's both. Tonight you'll probably see us play a little half-court traps and play more man-to-man against Scott. We get a little bit of both, but tonight we'll see a little man-to-man than anything.
Well, you said you've had a young team this year, Coach. So throughout the year, you've had, again, about a month before tournament starts up. How has your team progressed throughout the year, and are you satisfied with how much they have progressed?
Not quite satisfied. I'd like to see more, but of course I think coaches, we tend to think that way. But we're beginning to see more consistency. And the young group, we know inconsistency is pretty much the norm. But if we can play more than 2-3 quarters of good basketball and get a full game at tournament time, then we're doing something right. But right now, it's 2 good quarters, a bad quarter, and hit or miss.
Alrighty, well, hopefully you can piece together 4 full quarters here tonight in this nice arena here and in this nice environment, and wish you the best of luck, and hopefully we'll catch up with you here later in the season, and hopefully everything starts to right the ship here for you guys the rest of the way.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
All right, thank you.